Hey guys, it's Pedro back with another interview covering VALORANT Champions 2024. For this occasion, I'm here accompanied once again by Trent of G2's Esports, who are coming off of a loss to Leviatan in the first round of the upper bracket to thus go down to the lower bracket of said competition. And so, Trent, really do appreciate you taking time and doing this real quick despite the loss. And about the loss, I gotta give you the obvious. How are you feeling?
Um, Gotta shake it off. Got another match tomorrow, so just forward thinking, really. Just try to go home and prep for the next match tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing else to do but to do that. Want to ask you about just covering the series first and foremost. G2 was coming off of a very good momentum, finishing as the first seed into the group, and so then you went from there to this rematch against Leviatan from VCT America's Grand Finals. What was the approach? What was the game plan the team was focused on making, and what were the things that the team was emphasizing from that to now?
I feel like our game plan was pretty good. Icebox went pretty well. We kind of just forgot our protocols and like things that we should have been doing, and that kind of let them back in the game on our defense. So yeah, I mean they won a good pistol round, and then kind of just we couldn't come back. We lost more, like just kind of gave it to them. They were playing good, but just we weren't playing good. And I mean, yeah, Abyss just didn't really go as planned, of course. But I feel like we kind of lost our own game plan in on our attack. And once you're down 4-8 on attack, it's just super hard to come back. So the ult orbs are attack sided, maps attack sided. They just get to run away with it pretty much.
Feel like the turning point of the series was that second half in which Leviathan did come back and kind of set the stage for forcing overtime. As you said, you guys kind of gave it to them in that part of the series. Exactly what caused the team to just kind of give it to them in your words, in that part.
I would say we just forgot some protocols. We weren't doing what we usually do in scrims. We weren't usually doing what we do in our other icebox matches. And we kind of just were letting them do what they wanted to do and then trying to react off that. And once you're in that groove, that's just not a good groove to be in. So you kind of just let them do what they want. And that's how you let IGLs get in the groove. That's how you let the other team start shooting. And you just can't let that happen. And that's what we did. We let them into that.
Yeah, for sure. And want to ask about just kind of the map selection when it came to just before the start of the series. And of course, Icebox is the strongest map for Leviathan. And of course, you guys played it so many times already this year with that map and also other maps in mind. But it's interesting that you guys opted to let or floated Icebox for Leviathan to then pick, banning Sunset and then making way for Leviathan to put in Icebox. What was the thought process and just letting that happen within the coaching and then the players. I guess you guys were confident in just playing Icebox again.
Yeah, I mean, we were super confident going into it. We knew exactly what they like to do. Like we had very good prep, we had a very good game plan, and we don't like sunset, and we especially don't like their sunset. So we just would rather play their icebox. We felt like we had a better chance on their icebox than their sunset. Um, yeah, that's pretty much our thought process.
It's yet another loss, overtime loss against Leviathan in the series. I mean, obviously, the last time that has happened was in the first two maps in the finals of VCT Americas. I mean, getting into that kind of aspect, just kind of what do you think just kind of goes wrong for the team when it comes to facing 11 in a situation like this where you go into overtime, pressure is high, and the need to do well is there. So.
I feel like we kind of just, like I said before, forget our protocols, forget what we're meant to do, and kind of just let them do what they want to do. And like the first half, we started out hot. We usually don't start out hot, so it was looking really good. And usually when we start hot, it's very hard to get us off of it. But I think we were nervous today, and in the grand finals against them as well. And some certain key details just start falling off, and then we struggle to get them back and kind of give them a chance to get back in, and then it's a little late once we start bringing it back up. So I feel like we just gotta make sure we remember everything that we do in scrims and other matches and just play to our full potential.
I want to know the thought process in putting in Abyss as your selected map against Leviatan. You got other maps, obviously, because you guys were able to build a pretty decent and slash strong map pool throughout the entire year. But we'll let to just you guys playing or selecting Abyss.
Um, we perceived their abyss to be weak, and we felt like we had a good game planning going into it, and we felt like our practice was very good on that map, and it was going well. So we thought it would be a good kind of trap card to pull out as our pick and kind of catch them off guard with it. They haven't played it that much, and we were pretty confident on it, so we were just trying to leverage that.
I want to just focus on one particular round, obviously in Abyss. After you guys lost the pistol, and in the second half, you guys basically everyone said, "Just screw it, let's just go down the void and just say fall down." I mean, I understand why such a move was made, but I want to know from like your point of view, what was the comms like after you guys lost that pistol and just decided to go to say, "F it, just go down."
Um, Basically, our coaches did the math, and it's just since the map is so attack sided, and the attackers can get both orbs and an easy plant, and if they get kills on you as well, they'll have ult by third round, and defense on that map is particularly hard. So just not giving them any ult orbs is the main reason to try and have a solid defense half.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, unfortunate that you guys ended up losing to Leviathan and um, then go down to the lower bracket. Of all of the issues that you kind of mapped out to me in this conversation, what do you feel is the most important that the team kind of has to address from now until tomorrow? Because, I mean, you got to get back into it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we just need to remember what got us here and remember everything that we've been doing in scrims and all our protocols, everything that we should be doing in certain rounds based on what the other team is showing us, and just be confident in ourselves. And I think we'll be good.
Do you have a preference as to who you want to face, or does it really matter to you between Fnatic or Heretics?
Um, Heretics will be very funny. I mean, we also faced them 4 times this year and Lev 5 times this year. So we'd basically just be playing the same teams every event, which is awesome. But honestly, I'd rather play Fnatic.
Why?
Yeah, I just don't want to keep playing the same teams over and over again, preferably.
I understand that. You mentioned a little bit earlier on in the conversation about feeling nerves. I mean, why do you think that's the case? Because you've obviously been having a lot of experience on the international front. So, and I kind of assume that by this point, nerves wouldn't really affect you. But interesting that you said that. Why do you feel nerves?
I felt like there was nerves just because we were forgetting what we usually do. I could be wrong with it not being nerves and us just honestly forgetting what it is that we're supposed to be doing. But on the key rounds, like our third round on defense icebox and fifth round on defense icebox, we're kind of just forgetting what we're supposed to be doing. And those are our 2 gun rounds. So losing those rounds are very bad for us. And we gave them the lead while losing those and just kind of down roll spiral after that. So it could not be nerves, but that's just what I was chopping it up to.
The very least, hopefully, you guys are just able to bounce back from this loss to Leviathan, try to regroup and make it happen. Start this lower bracket run from now until the very end of the tournament. So that's it, Trent. Hopefully, you guys are able to do that. That's it. I'm gonna wrap up the interview right here. Thank you so much for
And thank
taking the
you.
time and doing this, and of course, best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, man. Take care, man.
You too.
Thank you.